5 seconds to go. Start. Sir, I am glad our finance minister is here. According to his, nothing is rising very much. After the budget, only marginally here and there, certain items have been affected. The items on which he has cut taxes in his budget are absolutely free from the price rise. Sir, I had a better opinion of Honorable Minister. I have known him for many years and he is a knowledgeable person. All I say is that the budget has a negative impact on the prices, that is to say, it is pushing up the prices irrespective of whether a particular item has registered a higher price or a lower price. The trend is one of growing inflation, escalating inflation. Now, sir, in the last financial year, according to the wholesale price index, inflation was 20%. It appears from whatever material we have collected from various sources, including his sources, that this year inflation is likely to be at the rate of 30%. During the first few weeks of this calendar year, the prices rose by 32.7%. In the post-budget period, the prices jumped up by 12.2%. In the post-presentation of the budget, our calculation is on the basis of the material that we get from the government and other sources that it has increased by more than 5%. This is since the presentation of the budget in June last. Now, sir, this is the position. Here, sir, I must point out that the middle class is particularly hard hit. According to the studies that we have made, on an average, a middle class man has to spend rupees 55 to rupees 60 per month more than what he was spending immediately before the budget to maintain the pre-budget standard of living. Now, these are gathered from the economic data, and many papers have also written on this subject. Note, sir, what I find is that the essential commodities of common consumption, are constantly registering rise in their prices, which hit the common man. This is one of the most disturbing features in the present inflation. But so far, no step has been taken. One of your election slogans was that you would hold the price line, but exactly the opposite. You have done exactly the opposite is happening here. The price is unprecedented now, except for 1 year during the whole of the last 2 decades. This inflation is unprecedented and it is at an unprecedented rate. This is a strange thing. Now, sir, I need not go into sugar and other things, but I will give my suggestions. Middle class people, particularly, and all the other sections are hit at the same time. But paradoxically, sir, the just growers and the farmers are losing. The jute prices have collapsed, and you can understand what will happen to them. Now, you have given here the export duty on turmeric. The prices have collapsed, and you have put rupees 2 per kg or so as export duty, or rupees 200 or so per quintal, that you should have avoided. What is now needed is that physical possession of the essential commodities should be there. How do you do that? It has been stated very clearly, and earlier also. I repeat that without physical possession, you cannot ensure supplies. Without physical possession, how can you ensure supplies? And that can be done by two ways. First, by nationalizing certain essential commodities. Why textiles should not be nationalized? Why sugar should not be nationalized? Why cannot these be nationalized so that you can have physical possession? Sir, the standard cloth production has gone down, and the superfine and finer varieties of cloth have been produced to make super profits by the big mill owners. This is number one. Then, secondly, commander all the stocks from such industries in order to distribute them. These are the two essential things. Sugar and textiles should be nationalized. Nationalization should take place, but they will not do that. Then, sir, deficit financing is there. You have to curb deficit financing. You have said that deficit financing would be of the order of rupees 1400 crores. It never happens. I think deficit financing would be well over rupees 2500 crores. Then distribution through fair price shops. It is a myth now. We had been hearing that within 6 months it would have been done, but nothing has been done during the entire Janta rule. Today, vigorous efforts should be made to improve the distribution system that has become a myth. The number needed is more in the villages and in the towns. Popular committees should be attached to the distribution centers or shops. That is very important. Money supply should be checked. These are the causes which have given rise to price rise. Distribution expenditure by the government must be cut. I gave you one example. I can give you many examples also. Stop.